What is good YouTube? It's Harlequin, aka you know, originally used to be known as Gohan Goated. Anyways, uh, you know, I said I was gonna make a video about this, and also, I've been playing multiple other games besides the DVD the last couple of months. So we're just gonna we're just gonna go ahead and get the big topic of this video. That's probably gonna be the main topic. Um, which is my opinions on Marvel Rivals. Uh, and my honest opinion is from a DPS support perspective, uh, it's a pretty good experience. You got your tanks, or tank. I'll get to that in a second. Um, And then, of course, as your DPS, you have a whole bunch of fun. You have a whole different bunch of variety and all of that. Of course, me personally, I like running, some of the Fantastic Four because, those are my goats. Those are my dogs. Um, but yeah, getting to tanks. Um, I'm gonna say this nicely, especially to Guanglan. So just get a little close. Just get a little close real quick. What the fuck are those tanks? The fuck am I looking at? Anyways, if that's what you wanted to hear, you can click off the video. You don't have to, whatever. I don't really care what you do. But if you want like an in-depth explanation on why I say this stuff is like freaking causing me, total trauma while you're looking at this freaking pig on my screen that you probably don't even know unless you're, a 7DS fan. Um, you know, let me just elaborate with you, chat. So, a little bit about me. I am I'm a huge Marvel fan. I love everything Marvel, especially like you know, growing up favorite hero was Spider Man, and growing up that was like growing up though. Uh, Now that I'm older, favorite character is Wolverine, and some other characters, Wolverine, all of the X Men actually, the Fantastic Four of course, but you know, one of the things that causes me a lot of issues is one of my favorite characters being the Thing, big body boy, whereas Tox would say, Mr. Booty Shorts, freaking, because of some IRL shenanigans. Yeah, basically, he he's a tank, of course, because it makes sense for him to be a tank, and it's like, well, he's a big, wide body dude, of course, and it's like, yeah, big wide body dude, he would be a tank. One of my favorite tanks. Um, Problem is, um, I don't know how many people know this, but for some weird reason, Marvel Rivals is just having this like crazy epidemic where it's just been like I would maybe get a game where I would get to I would like either insta lock tank because I'm feeling good that day, or I decide to you know you know I decide to flex regardless of whatever, and for some weird reason, chat, tell me why I will get three supports or three DPSs and I'm the only tank, and it'll be like what? It'll be like, hello, like, can I get a second tank? And usually the answer be no. Because if you don't know me, I play with voice chat off because I usually play on Discord with like the homies or by myself. So because of course because I like having my peace and quiet and I don't want to hear someone tell me what to do because I'm um, as my mom says, hard headed. Um, yeah, I tend to have voice chat off. Now, the problem that I was gonna say that comes with me having voice chat off is, you know, when I'm solo tanking and there's three DPSs and two supports, and um within those two supports, they're trying to keep me and the other three DPSs that are being dumb alive. Um, Clearly, one of the things that I'm gonna say is yes, um, respect your supports. I'm not Necros. I'm a tank. Of course, I respect my healers. But the second thing I was gonna say is, um, as a tank, I genuinely think this is like the stupidest season ever. Because obviously, mid-season. If y'all don't know, my birthday's on the 12th. It actually comes out, or this month. It comes out like mid-season comes out then. Um, Crazy thing is, I'm excited for it, but then again, I'm not excited for it because I'm scared that Rogue, one of the few X-Men that I genuinely think could be a flex tank or a really OD character, is not gonna be great because they're just gonna absolutely butcher her as a tank, and she's either gonna be a shield tank or a non like decently good tank. So I'd be worried about that. But however, the thing that I was gonna say that makes me want to pray that she is actually a good tank is, um, some people are speculating that she might be a support, and I would be fine because there's some other characters that are just more deserving of tank. And it's just for me, I personally want a second tank that's good, or like a new tank that's good versus an old like a tank that's terrible. So for me, I personally would say this. For a tank that I would really want, or like not for a tank that I would really want, I would genuinely say this. It is fundamentally crazy how I just started the game basically, and within me starting the game, because I joined in season 3, but I didn't really play a lot of season 3. I played little to none of it. And when I played season 3, it was very blatantly obvious to me that it was like, oh, my favorite character as a tank, he's not really that great in the meta. However, if I play him well enough, it's gonna be very easy to like capitalize off him. Um, yeah, no, that's not how that works. Because for some weird reason, everybody assumes that when you play tank or you're the person that plays tank, you know how to play every single tank in that arsenal. So, for example, if you're somebody that likes playing like dive tanks, like for me, I like playing Thing, who's a wide body and can like hold his own for a long while, or Venom, who can hold themselves for a long while, or Angela. Usually those are quote unquote, as people say, throw picks. So, for some weird reason, they think that a character, you know, that's freaking, busted and can fly in the air, which saves a lot of trouble all the time, is, useless. Now, my problem with that is she's low key not kind of useless, but 90% of the tanks that they want me to play are like ones that I genuinely think are just not that great. Like, I'm sorry, it's just they're not that great. Like, no offense, Magneto right now is not as strong as he could be. He could be way stronger. I genuinely think, like, because Magneto is, like, from my experience, I know some people think that Magneto um, like, isn't quote unquote, like, is like good this season because he has two bubbles. However, my problem with like someone like Magneto is he's how do I put this? He's slow. He's terrible. He's like he's like the definite like I don't like playing. If you know me, I'm usually one of the few people that refuses to play a standardized tank. AKA, when I mean standardized, I mean a tank that everybody plays. So if somebody's in the meta, I refuse to play them. Hence why I play Thing. I play Thing really well. I put a lot of time into learning Thing, mainly because it's one of my favorite characters, and it's just really they're like really good. And of course, this just like leads to a lot of issues because some people really get mad at the whole fact that it's like, oh, he's throwing because he's playing Thing. And it's like, no, I'm not trying to throw because I'm playing Thing. I'm playing Thing because I enjoy the character. Even in rank, some people would say, oh, you playing Thing. is the definition of you throwing. And I'm like, no, me playing Thing isn't the definition of you throwing. It's just me playing a character I'm really happy about being in the game. Because it could be worse. I could have got a character that I didn't like in Marvel, and he would have ended up in the game. But there's not that many characters that I don't like in Marvel. There's a lot of characters that I do like and everything. So it's just one of those things. So for me, just my little like 2 cents of this, I probably would say in like summary, I think Marvel Rivals could eventually achieve like a really good status with their tanks. However, my problem that I have with them is that they refuse to be innovative with tanks. They kind of let tanks do whatever. They're like, or well, they let tanks do two things. They either shield or they don't shield. So that's about everything. Now for the people that are 7DS fans, this other half of the video is for you. The other game I've been playing, thanks to the contribution of both Quam and Toxify, has been Grand Cross. I've basically played a whole bunch of Grand Cross, mainly because one, for some weird reason, I play a lot of Grand Cross and a lot of things of that sort. Or well, I like 7DS and all of that. And the other thing is, of course, with it being an anime related game, I needed something to do. So of course, that was like the main reason. Now, why I haven't been playing DVD, mainly because this game is a grind and I actually enjoy the grind. But sometimes I get burnt out, so you know, I get ignored. However, Jordan tries to, Jordan talks, whatever, like not saying whatever bro calls himself, but you know what bro calls himself. He usually he usually says it. He pretty much tries to make sure I stay playing the game and I don't just quit, especially because right now is the anniversary. But yeah, I've been having fun with these two games, and it's not anything bad with like DVD. Like, no, I'm not quitting. I literally was just telling Tox earlier that I was grinding for blood points because I was getting ready for the Stranger Things chapter. Um, that might be its own video in itself. um, you know, my own little like worries, troubles, and things of that sort with that. But in particular, I just want to say, like, for me, I'm very excited because as a Stranger Things fan and also a fan of the chapter and the killer that it brung the first time, I'm very excited to see how they do like the actual like main villain of like season 4. But oh my goodness, stop sending me these. Um, but I try to um I try to like be for real, the reason why I haven't been playing like DVD and I've been playing games like Grand Cross and Marvel Rivals and even been playing other like games like me and oh my goodness, freaking whatever. Uh, m- me and me Tox, Quam, all of us have been playing like a whole bunch of different games, mainly because I've been in college and I've had the free time to whenever I finish like classwork and all of that to get it done. And the other thing was, um, yeah, it was very blatantly obvious for me right now. DBD is gonna be dry until January, which sucks because right now, like when they release the new chapter and when they're releasing the next chapter is pretty much my entire birthday month, which it would have been exciting to go into my birthday month, especially late November, and getting a chapter that I genuinely wanted for the longest time. Cause I'll discuss that in the Stranger Things rant video, but a little a little bit of me was like worried that I was gonna be playing like 4 million odds against one that it was like gonna be Stranger Things. But right now, this game is it's dead. It's like DVD is just dead. Hence why you're not seeing me have DVD gameplay or anything of the sort. I'm playing basically what's considered a mobile game. And I'm only playing it not because I'm bored, not because like I'm burnt out of a game that I really did enjoy how much time and effort I put in. It's just genuinely right now the game is just stale. It's so stale that it makes it hard to really want to enjoy the amount of like content that they're putting out. And by content, I mean the non-existent level of content that they have in this game for some reason. But it's just one of those things where I've been I've been exploring new things mainly because it's like, hey, we need to explore new things to save ourselves the trouble of like always trying to like play the same things over and over and over and over and over because then you get burnt out. Hence why for some people they may think it's weird that for me I'm playing like an anime game or anything of the sort, but it's just like for me right now this game is not as like Dead by Daylight is not going to be anywhere as good as it could be until you know the Stranger Things chapter releases and we get the PTB and I eventually see Vecna's power. I might make some speculation videos and all of that about like, oh, what's his power or what he could do, what are my speculations, like what I actually like want from his power set, and a bunch of other things. But it's just right now I'm not going anywhere with DBD. The content will probably start flexing a little bit more, especially because I want to start. um if I haven't said it yet, or if I'm going to say it in any future videos, I'm working on an EP. So it's been one of those things where I've been spread thin everywhere between school, trying to get my life together, playing other games with friends, having a whole bunch of clips and all of that. And just trying to find my way in life. But yeah, I if you want like the brief summary of everything that I basically said in this TLDR, long story short, uh, Harlequin slash Gohan slash you know whatever his next name change is gonna be. He doesn't like Marvel Rivals in particular because of the fact that Marvel Rivals refuses to add innovative tanks like how they do innovative supports in DPSs, and he's been playing Grand Cross the last several months, or like the last several months, and not uploading because he's been in school. But to be honest, chat, TBH, if y'all really wanna, like, I'm genuinely like one of those people that really wants to know, like, yo, what do you think about this? Mainly because y'all are my community. Like, this is my community, my people, like that genuinely will watch me for me. So, I always ask, like, what do you think and what do you think and what do you think is a good idea? And, do you have any like ideas of what you want in the future, especially with the new year coming up? Do y'all think I should shy away from um DBD and like try to find a niche space or try to like do these rant style videos a little bit more? Or do you want me to like move forward and go a little bit more towards the um the greener pastures of things and like be like, yeah, play the games that you want to play. We're just here for you. It's like if you're here for me and you don't care about DVD and me being like, and you don't care about me playing DVD, I mean, I'm not gonna get burnt out. It's just DVD this year has not been great content wise for anybody. Like for me, it was exciting for like certain chapters and all of that, but like everything else, no. It's just been sad. It's been kind of one of those things where I've been like, it's like you're not really gonna see me want to continue progressing and progressing and progressing and progressing until like after I progress and I'm like tired. So, of course, like I said, let me know what y'all are thinking. You know, if you like these kind of videos, or you want to hear me like rant about more stuff, or you just genuinely want to see like what I'm talking about in Marvel Rivals, I will record gameplay. But I'm telling you right now, if I'm not talking, that is genuinely because I would be crashing out. Because there's no way I would be able to play this game and try to be content like happy without crashing out. But who knows? You know, Tox might make a crash out compilation of me and post it on his channel, and it's just gonna be the Harlequin crash out compilation. Who knows? But yeah. Uh, last final thoughts. Um, yeah, I don't have any more final thoughts. Low key, I'm recording this at like almost 5 a.m. I think it is 5
Oh
a.m.
my
you guys.
god.
So, oh yeah, it's almost 5:30 my time.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, I'm recording this with little to no brain cells and low key just being tired of the world. But you know, if you appreciate these style, like I said, if you appreciate the style of video, or you want to see more of it, or you want to see me talk about multiple other topics, um, and that's where the channel should take the direction to. I'm not opposed to it. This takes less effort. I'm not really an editing person. I don't even really want to edit these kinds of videos, mainly because it's just one of those like quick and easy, like, hey, we're just talking. Like, I'm not gonna edit anything out because it's like, well, duh. That's why like sometimes I'm gonna say something and I may think, this might get me banned. However, this is just what people want to hear me say. They want to hear me ramble and do all of that because that's just who I am. But like I said, to end this off, um, you know, eventually, um, eventually I will get back into DVD content early January, or like late December when they show the PTB and or whenever they're like dropping the PTB. Of course, me and Tox will both be, repping the chapter because I told him I was buying the chapter for him. I'm not buying it for any of y'all suckers. I am not made of money. I am not your mom. I may have I may be Steve Harrington on the outside, but pockets wise, I am broke like a college student. So yeah. Uh you know, um you know, if you want like more of these like commentary style videos, like I said, like and subscribe. Uh like I said, brain cells going. Um uh and I guess we'll have our talks word of the day, and then after that we'll just end the video there. Mm. And the talks word of the day was silence. That was good. That was good, right, chat? That was good. Really good word.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, because like silence equals like importance. Mm. If YouTube ad issue, I'm so sorry, but you missed the word of the day. That's just an L on your part. Get YouTube Premium. I'm kidding. I don't even have YouTube Premium. All right. Anyways, love you guys. Um, really happy if you wish me birthday wishes on the 12th or anything, or wish me happy holidays or whatever, because I will probably start uploading again, getting closer and closer to the end of the year, trying to figure out what I want to do with this channel. But yeah, we will see. We will see. Um, this was me, Harlequin, and I will talk about that. I might make a couple of videos because I'm up and I really have a random sporadic energy to make videos. So yeah. Uh you know, there's gonna be a couple of videos that might go out through like the couple of days. So of course. Anyways, ta-ta, 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 ta-ta.